How you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Friday. It's Friday, June 7th, 2019. It's about 8:35. Same little overcast, little, or as they say, the marine layer. Yeah, a little chilly. Actually, this coming week, we're supposed to be coming up into the 80s, at least for our part, and then the valley is going to be really warm. So, I'm waiting for the heat up to come in so I can put my heater away. Although I didn't have to use it last night. It was really stuffy in my room, in the house in general, when the roommates had even the front door open to let some air flow through, and the back door, so that way we can at least get a bit of a crosswind. But I slept with my fan. I'm so glad I bought that last year. I knew better, so doesn't always happen. I don't always make smart moves, but when I do, I kind of like to toot my own horn. All right, so let's talk about a few things. We had a lot of things going on this weekend, but I'd like to say hi and thank you to my friend Misty from back home when we were younger. She and her husband and her family, about maybe 2 years ago. God, is it 2 years ago or 3 years ago? I can't remember. Honestly, I really can't remember it. Time has almost just collapsed. It's like one day rolling into the next. She came out. They always come out to California or go on trips and stuff like that when they take their family vacation and stuff. And she wanted to. She asked me. She texted me one day and asked if she can come visit and stuff and check on me. And I said, yeah, sure. So, you've seen her husband and family, the whole vehicle load of kids picked me up at the library, and we went to Tommy's for lunch and chatted and everything. And she's telling me, um, how bad she felt for me, but also proud, very proud of. I'm sorry. When someone I know since when I was a kid, especially Misty. Misty was a pretty unique young lady when we were younger. She was a lot of fun, very down to earth, strong lady. Strong when she was a lot younger too. And, so when someone says that they're proud of what I've done, it makes me feel good. Like I wasn't wasting my time doing what I was doing, the YouTube thing. And she said that it inspired her to feed homeless in Phoenix, and that's what she's been doing. Her and her church and her family, they all get together, and I see pictures when she posts, and they just did one yesterday, I believe, and I took screenshots. I didn't. I was waiting for it to show up on my picture folder, but they do feedings and stuff, and she calls her homeless people her homies. Um, so she's so cool, and she said that I was her inspiration for doing what she did. So that makes me feel really good. And then someone made a comment yesterday on the video. She said, "Hey Charlie, I haven't seen you in a while. Um, I found you on Mark's channel when he interviewed you, and I was praying for you. And I didn't know that you had a channel. And I just came across your channel, typing up homelessness. You come up as a suggestion, which even if I never amount to anything, um, I think being associated with this is enough for me. It's just um, so he subscribed to my channel. He said, I rang your bell. He hit the bell icon button. He subscribed and everything, and he's very, very happy for me and everything. And lighting is so bad that all of that makes worthwhile. It makes being homeless for over 4 years in Pasadena worthwhile. So it really does. Um, if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't. Homelessness changed me, and it made me what I am right now. It was Misty and that gentleman, and a few other comments that you folks make reinstate that everything that I've gone through and everything that I do was not a lost cause. It wasn't for anything. Um, Everything I did was positive. Even getting involved with the pastor and him screwing me over like he did, but at least I got to be effective in feeding thousands of people, thousands of homeless other people, and I made a lot of friends. It's like, hey, you work with the pastor, you do the weekly feedings, and I'm like, yeah. So all that was for naught. All that was for a lot. So I may not be rich, but I'm rich in friends, and I'm rich in people that seen what I've done, seen what little work I've done, seen what little good I've done, some positivity that I try to reinforce in the homeless community, and letting you folks know and everything. Um, it's it was worth it. So, all right. Oh my God, my arm's getting tired. They keep moving these benches here. There's these two benches. They had one over here, and then they had one over there. And then the next morning they had two over there facing each other. And then they didn't have one. Now they're over here. Leave these benches alone. Um, so another thing, there's a lot of going on here in this weekend in Pasadena, San Gabriel Valley, and everything. I want to get out and do something this weekend and take you folks on a trip. So once I get my ducks in a row, try to get ducks in a row. You can never get ducks in a row. They're all silly willy. So I want to go do something, and also I want to address something that's really important. Look, our country has gone through a lot of changes in the last 10 years or so, and everything, not just economically, but socially. Socially, it's strange, but I guess times are changing. And I would like to address the gay community. Now, hold on. Don't be so quick with your comments, okay? Just wait till afterwards, please. I don't care what your sexual orientation is. I don't like it when they say preference. When you're born gay, you're born gay. Maybe some people have a taste for both, but when you're born and you're not sure and you're going through all these struggles as a child and confusion and as a teenager, adolescent, that's like the hardest time of any human's life. The hardest time of a human's life is not so much really as when they're older or homeless or whatever. It's growing up. It's those teenage years, It's tough. It's a lot of confusion, and you're being pulled like a piece of taffy in all different directions and being stretched and pressed and tested to your limits to whatever little or no ethics you have because you're just a kid. You don't really know. You went from being innocent to having your eyes a little bit open and being exposed to a whole lot of stuff. So you're trying to figure out a lot of stuff that's going on your in your body and in your brain. So for the most part, to me, homosexuality is not really a preference. It's you were born that way. There is a really nice, I would say meme. When anyone posts anything that's God related, I don't like to use the word meme, but it's a meme. Um, this young man's walking, and Jesus is right next to him with his hand on his shoulder. And he says, Jesus, I'm sorry for what I am. And he said, son, I love you no matter what. I knew what you were before you were born. I made you. So when people say, oh, it's evil and everything, whoa, whoa, God made these people too. You think he made people evil so we can torture and taunt and ridicule and be the butt of a joke of society or something? No, God made them too. They're no more different than you are. So this week is Pride Week here in Southern California and Los Angeles. And it kicks off with tomorrow being Pride Weekend, the Pride Festival. And in West Hollywood, West Hollywood. They do a parade and everything. It's really cool. I've been to it once when I was younger because I wanted to see what it was like. And I went with a friend, and because she wanted to go see it. So, and I'll tell you, it really is something to see. It's pretty incredible. It's great. You know, it's going to, I don't know, like a drag show or whatever. And I've been to drag shows with I've grown up with gay people in my life. My mom's had gay friends. I've known gay people, kids in school. Never said anything about it to other people. Just let them know what they were. They were my friend. Um, as an adult, and now I have friends that are gay. I know people that are gay. I have coworkers that are gay. I don't care. You know, just my only thing is just like religion. If it's not what I like or what I'm into, don't press it upon me. Don't make me want to do it or join. I'll just I'll do what I do on my own. But it's really important that we acknowledge people, all kinds of people, all kinds of people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. We are all human, and in the long run, we all need each other. Um, if I was to have like a heart attack or something, and someone had to come to my aid and give me CPR, mouth to mouth, and it turned out it was a gay, I don't care. And it's like, oh, this guy had it. I don't care. I don't care. I have to renew my permit, but I'm CPR trained, okay, and I know how to use the little, I forgot what it was, the defibrillator. I took classes at the Palmdale Hospital, and I got my card and everything, and it expired in October, and I got to really go get it renewed. I got to go and take another classes, but I let people know, like at work, I'm CPR trained in it. So that means if someone goes down, whether it's man, woman, or child, I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I was trained for. I got to do. Why did I go? Because I want to be able to help people, and it was just, I felt good after. It was a long class. It was like a 6 or 8 hour class on a Saturday, and but it was worth it when I walked out of the hospital and I had my card on this, CPR certified, defibrillator certified. That was really cool. I felt really good and really positive about myself. I'm doing something to help my fellow man. So, and I bring this up too because I saw that HUD wants to make things difficult for the gay community, and namely, they want to be able to make it difficult for people of transgender to make it a little bit more difficult for them to get Section 8 or housing, or to give a little bit more authority to property managers or whatever to give them an excuse to edge them out. And that's not right. That is not right. Like I said, I don't care what your preference is or what your orientation, political or anything in life. We're all humans, and we all need to look out for each other because honestly, now as it is almost as if it's the government against us, and they're dictating our lives, and they're telling us what is good, what is bad, what is safe, and what is not. Like honestly, in New York, when they cut down the size of soft drinks because to cut down on sugar, why? That's for us to decide. It's not for you to mandate the size of the amount of soda pop that I'm going to drink. So don't force that upon me, you know. And they want to actually do that here in Southern California. You know, they want to put a restriction on that. Now, plastic straws and things like that, I understand that's impactful for the environment. That's something that we as humans don't really care too much. We talk about saving the earth and everything, but how many of us really do have insulated, reusable cups that we take to Starbucks or any coffee shop or even at McDonald's? How many of you really take your 16-ounce insulated cup to McDonald's and have it filled up? No, you go in there and you order a cup of coffee or a soft drink in a cup. No one takes any insulated cups to go get a soda. No, you homeless people, yes, homeless people do, but not the regular person. So, in essence, the regular person is really causing more damage to society and the earth, right? Homeless people, I've seen a lot of homeless people that have, uh, they'll fish for a Starbucks coffee cup so they can go in and get a cup of coffee reduced. Same thing with McDonald's too. I see a lot of, like even senior citizens this morning. There was at least 3 senior citizens that were walking in straight from the door with their old coffee stained white, yellow, red McDonald's cups, and they wanted to get a refill in there because they wanted to save a couple of cents. So, and that's kind of, those cups were not really attractive looking. But we got to stop picking on people. If we pick on people, it's because we have an inferiority complex. We're not sure about ourselves. Why are you picking on gay people? Are you afraid that maybe you're a little curious? Maybe you're afraid, but no, 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 no. Hey, especially if you're a guy, come on. Oh, dude, come over, man. I got the porn channel and everything. Let's go watch it. You're gonna go over to your buddy's house and watch porn. Really? Stag parties always kind of trip me out as a young person. Stag parties, a room full of guys watching porn. Really? A room full of guys watching naked women having sex, or guys on having sex, and a room full of men. What does that say? Oh my God, that screams of something, doesn't it? But we didn't think about it back then. We don't, and we still don't really think about that. We don't associate it. But if you think about it and read in between the lines, come on. It's like in the 20s and everything when there was a rise in woman haters clubs. Women haters clubs. How can you hate women? I don't always agree with women. You don't hate them. What is a women haters club? Really? I'm saying, let's not pick on each other. Our government is really not working too well with our citizens. They really want to fight us. They really want, and they're doing it. They're succeeding. They're taking more and more control. They're taking our freedom and our liberties away. They want, like I said, here in Southern California, by 2040, they want driverless vehicles on the road. That's as per the insurance corporation of Southern California, or of California. They say that they have more faith in automation than they do in human beings, because human beings are more distracted and machines can't be distracted, so they do. Yes, but as the point has been brought up, that a car, if someone is at an intersection and a car sees someone at a corner, they don't know if they're going to cross or what. So decisions are still need to be made by humans. Like airplanes, they have autopilots and everything, but they still need um, humans to make corrections or anything that machines can't tell. They can't differentiate from making any decisions like that. So, or like if a driverless vehicle comes across a cow in the road in the countryside, what's it going to do? It's just going to stand there. The car's just going to stay there. It's not going to try to go around it. It's just going to stay there until that obstacle moves. Anybody that's driven through Texas or anywhere in cattle country, those cows just stay there. Or what if you're driving and a deer darts out in front of you, as like so many of us have when we take vacations and we're driving. Deers have a tendency to dart out of nowhere, and you can't see it, especially at night. Oh my God. In Utah. That freaked me out. After on our honeymoon on our way to Wisconsin, we were driving. It was in Utah. I don't know, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I was tired, and I could see glowing orbs, and all of a sudden, as we're coming up and around the bend, to my right, I saw like 3 or 4 deers out there, and I'm like, oh shoot! And I'm driving a 24-foot U-Haul, and I'm towing our Toyota RAV4 in the back. Not pulling it, but on a flatbed. So those deers would have crossed out. Oh man, we would have been toast. We would have died on our honeymoon in Moab, Utah, 2 o'clock in the morning. We need to focus on ourselves and trying to get more facts out of the government and society and get the straight skinny on things. And we need to stop fighting each other. Economic classes, religion classes, sexual classes. And I'm also including feminists and everything. I'm one for feminism, but some of those groups, they're no better than Greenpeace. They will cause dismay and destruction to get their point across. And if your point is to have respect and civility, you're going about it the wrong fucking way. I'm sorry, excuse my French, but no, you don't cause destruction to try to get your point away. That's an anarchist. That's just evil. You don't do that. You can't make a point like that. You're gonna make a point like that. We just need to stop, take a breath, and look out after each other. Our world and society and in this country is in enough turmoil. So this weekend, let's be nice to each other. I'm hoping for a nice. I hope there's nothing bad, but the world is the world, and we got enough going on here. I'm not trying to preach love. I want to preach civility and a little bit of smartness. Think before you react. Like how I went from when I was on the phone with Spectrum Cable, I went from 0 to a-hole in about a blink of an eye, and I had to calm myself down. It's not them. It's the other person. But still, I don't like being angry. It makes me ill. It makes me feel bad. It just has this wraparound sensation over my body, and it stuffs cobwebs into my head. Anger is so destructive and so unproductive to not just mine, but our society. It really is. It impedes a lot of things. It's like going down the freeway and you see on the other side of the traffic going the opposite direction and an accident. What do? We slow down. There's K-rails in between both sides of the traffic. Why are you slowing down? It doesn't have anything to do with your flow of traffic. We slow down because we want to see. We want to be nosy about it. We just want to look and then pass our own judgment. Oh my God, they must have been drunk, or they must have been racing, or must have been some old person that didn't know what to do. We are quick to judge. We are so quick to judge. And hey, don't misconstrue anything. I'm human. I still do that too, and I've done it a lot in my past. I'm no saint. Not, by any means, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm human too, and I've said this many a times to you folks. But I try to make amends and I try to rectify that within myself as quickly as possible and get over it and make amends. Most people don't. They'll just go on, screw it. They'll forget about it, or they won't even know what happened, or whatever. They won't. You can't do that. You really can't do that. So, anyway, my friends, let me see. Oh, yeah. I will post this when I get home. And I will talk to you later and have a beautiful weekend. And I'm going to try to find a do something this weekend, okay? And I will take you on a trip. So until then, you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants, and slide on the ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, what we're doing, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about us, about me, what's going on, how far progressed. And I told my friend, my homeless friend Possum, I believe he got housed. I'm not sure if he got housed. Sometimes his postings I can't really understand. I think he was in the process of getting housed. I told him I would talk about the subject, and I did. Possums is for you, my friend. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know where you're going to go, what you're going to do. So you have a great weekend, my friend. And don't listen to those buttholes. Don't listen to anybody that just talks crap. Stay strong, stay vigilant, and stay who you are. Because God loves you too. God doesn't pick who he loves. He loves us all equally. All right, folks. Any comments, leave below. Good or bad, I don't care. Love your input. Thank you so much. Take care.